Welcome back to Sweet Beat TV, everyone. I'm your host, Sienna Leone, and today I'm so excited to say I'm joined by Caitlin Carmichael. Hi, Caitlin. How are you?
Hi, Sienna. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me.
Now, Caitlin, first off, I want to congratulate you on your new movie, Midnight in the Switchgrass. I mean, I had the pleasure of watching this and having a little sneak peek, and this is quite the movie. It is a great mystery crime thriller.
Thank you so much, first of all. And I'm so excited. You're one of the first people who's gotten to see it. We did a special screening in Florida 2 weekends ago. So there were some press and critics there. But other than that, no one has seen it yet. So I'm so excited I got to share it with you.
It definitely kept me on the edge of my seat, that's for sure. Now, Caitlin, it's based on real events. Am I correct?
It is. In 2004, the FBI initiated Operation Safe Highway, which was to track a string of murders alongside major highways, and found that lots of young girls were going missing because of truck drivers and were being abducted from truck stops alongside these highways. So our story is really giving a voice to the immeasurable number of girls whose stories we've never heard. So I'm really grateful to be able to bring some part of this story to life through my character.
Absolutely. So speaking about your character, you play Tracy in this film, and you have a very intense role you had to play. So my question for you is, how did you find yourself getting into character for this intense of a role? Was it a challenge for you?
It was definitely challenging at first. My very first audition for the role was some of the most intense material I had to do in the script in the peak of my character's abduction by Peter. And I had to do it as a self-tape. So I didn't go into the room for the first time. I had to film the audition sides myself with my coach. And I filmed it crouched down in the corner, laying in the floor, just to try to give myself some sense of claustrophobia, to give the impression of what it would really be like in that environment. But it was very hard in the first auditions to not have an abductor playing opposite me, or the dark lighting, or the gross, gritty environment that my character's being held hostage in. It was hard to get into that mindset. But when we started filming, our production design was absolutely amazing. And my co-star Lucas Haas has such an intensity in his performance that we really just immersed ourselves in the situations, and the pieces were really put together to feel in the scene.
Now, we see Tracy in a lot of scenes in this movie where it's a life or death situation. So, I want to kind of pick your brain there. What was going on in your head when you're filming this?
My scenes were very, very intense, for sure. And I think, as I was mentioning earlier, having that shutdown time, and we all went back together and had so much time to rehearse and prep our script and develop that chemistry as a cast for myself and Lucas Haas, who played my abductor. It was actually such a blessing in disguise to be able to have that time to get to know each other, so that we could really be comfortable and dive into the brutal moments of these scenes and give the most authentic performances possible. And they're a little bit of a spoiler alert, but during my character Tracy's escape in the movie, I was really doing my own stunts, and my hands were zip tied together with real zip ties, crawling through a real sewage pipe full of dirt and rocks and sticks and grime, and we had real switchgrass that I was trudging through. Having that environment be so real to what my character would be going through, and doing all of the stunts myself, allowed myself to really struggle in the scenes. And Randall actually gave me a challenge when I was supposed to be escaping. He didn't tell me where the sewage pipe was going to be or how I needed to get out of this box. They just let the cameras roll and allowed me to kind of put the pieces together and figure out where I was and where my path of escape could be. So I was really able to mirror what Tracy is struggling through and her own desperation and trying to escape with my own, because I was really able to immerse myself in the situation.
Absolutely. I can't wait to have the fans and viewers, see you play Tracy and have this character come to life. Because like I said, and I keep saying, you did such a great job. Now, Caitlin, you actually do also have some very famous co-stars in this movie, like Megan Fox, Machine Gun Kelly, Bruce Willis, just to name a few. So I do need to ask, how does it feel joining such a great cast list?
It was an incredible cast to work with, and to film a movie in such uncharted times for the entertainment industry. I could not have asked for a stronger ensemble who was so incredibly loyal to this project and came back with us time and time and stayed so devoted to these characters. And it's extremely hard for a group of an ensemble to not lose that spark after being shut down twice in production and still feel connected to the characters in these scenes. But I think our scenes blend together flawlessly from start to finish. And working with an actress like Megan to play characters who really come together not only to save themselves but to save each other is such a powerful narrative to present regarding how women are framed in this story. And I am so grateful to have worked alongside such an established and strong actress to do that with.
Now, Caitlin, do you have any special or favorite memories on set with your co-stars that you would like to share with us?
I actually got to sit there with Coulson while he was getting his tattoos painted on his neck because he decided that he needed more for this role. So meeting him for the first time was very cool for me because I was already a huge fan of his music. And during our shutdown, his album came out. I was listening to it during quarantine like every other teenager. So that was very cool for me. And of course, again, I think working with Megan and not only on screen developing that chemistry and coming together to present such a cool storyline of our characters together off screen, her kindness was just immeasurable, and that was very valuable to me to experience on set.
And how cool, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, that's kind of where the love story of MGK and Megan Fox kind of developed. So how cool for you to kind of see that firsthand.
Absolutely, 100% agree. They're perfect together.
Caitlin, thank you so much for joining me, and seriously, major congratulations on such a great job in Midnight in the Switchgrass.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited you got to see the movie, and I cannot wait for the world to see it.
Likewise, and everyone at home, make sure you guys are checking out Caitlin Carmichael in Midnight in the Switchgrass, out everywhere on Friday, July 23rd. Also, be sure to be giving this video a big thumbs up and subscribing to Sweetie High down below. As always, I'm your host, Sienna Leone, and I will see you guys next video. Caitlin, thank you so much.
Thank you, Sienna.